What is going on, everybody? Good morning. It is game day, and we have a game in about an hour. We also have a game time stream, a watch along Seahawks stream in about an hour, and I'm excited for that. And I hope that you guys are as well. We're gonna make it a fun time. We're gonna watch this Jets game, see what happens. But until we get there, we don't really have a lot to talk about, and it is the first day of the month, so good opportunity to go ahead and talk a little bit about the state of the channel, which is the month that we just had and the month that we hope to have in December to close out the year. So I like to do this video on the first day of every month just to kind of see where things stand, talk about stuff, and yeah, it's not necessarily for everybody, but I like to just kind of step back and take inventory of things. So let's start with November here on the YouTube side of things. November, the Seahawks did ultimately right the ship. It wasn't a perfect month, of course. We did lose a game that will probably be very important by the end of the season, that Rams game. But we did manage to end the month on a 2-game winning streak. We did manage to fix the defense. The defense played great all month. We had a bye week during the month as well. And obviously, when you have a bye week, things are going to kind of be a little bit slower than you're used to. And that was certainly the case. For 2 weeks there, we had fewer than usual videos to put out there. There's just less to talk about when the team isn't playing games, and there's less to talk about when they're not releasing injury reports. You're not seeing a lot from practice, when the players are taking off on little mini vacations. So between those two things, and we have to remember that Seahawks fans were going into the month of November already they were already on shaky ground because things had gone poorly over the previous month or so with the 1-4 record over a 5-game stretch. So it wasn't a stellar month, but like I always say, whether or not the month is extremely active will ultimately come down to what the team does. If this team was winning games, if this team was one of the best teams in the league, then yeah, we'd be off to the races, but that hasn't happened yet. And I didn't necessarily expect it to happen. Now, I didn't expect the team to lose, 4 out of 5 games during a stretch of the season, of course, but at the end of the day, you control what you can control, and we did a lot of great things over the month of November pushing out the videos. There was the regularly scheduled stuff. There was pre-game, post-game. There were Huskies watch-alongs, of course, and the Huskies stuff in particular is a lot less interesting than it was last year, obviously. Last year's Huskies team, one of the greatest Huskies teams of all time. Great season, almost a perfect season. The 2023 Huskies were honestly almost as much of a driving force for the channel as the Seahawks last year. And this year we're just not seeing that. But we continue to push it out there. We continue to follow. We continue to hope for the best. We continue to try to find positivity in a season that obviously pales in comparison to last year. And you just keep on going. And people do continue to come to the channel. They continue to subscribe. They continue to watch the videos. And I appreciate everybody who does that. I appreciate everybody who participates in the live streams, both the solo ones and the Hawk's Nest ones. We still get hundreds of viewers. The videos I post get thousands of views. Occasionally we do have one that usually the post-game videos do blow up past about 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 or so. And we're grinding it out. And now we're headed into a month where if the Seahawks can maintain what they've done over the last 2 weeks, they're probably going to make people happy. They're probably going to make a playoff run, and they're probably going to make it. They're probably going to win the division, honestly. If they can keep it up, no reason why not to. So, overall, November was it was an okay month. It ended strong, I will say that, right? We had the Seahawks saving their season, and I'll say, even though it's small potatoes, we also had the Huskies clinch a bowl game, which was my only expectation for this year that I felt like the team needed to accomplish. I didn't expect anything more than 6-6 in a bowl game. That's what we got. So both those things happened, and that's cool. We beat the Niners, we beat the Cardinals, we got some monkeys off our back, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Okay, so that's most of the stuff I can say about the channel. There wasn't anything overly extraordinary. It was just kind of churning along. I will say I'm really, really happy this team did beat the Niners. If we did not win that game, I think that this fan base would just be, they would be hibernating right now. So I'm grateful that at the very least we have the intrigue kicked up for these last, 6 games. We almost got to 19,000 subscribers. We fell just a little bit short. We got very close yesterday. So we should get there probably later today, honestly, because we do have a Seahawks game today. So that'll be cool. But yeah, the views were down, the new subscribers were down, which is what you expect when you're making videos about a football team, and that football team is having mixed results on the field. But December promises to be something better. We're going to start December off, first day of December, with a game. If they can win that game, 3-game win streak, people are going to be feeling it. And people are going to want to talk about the team. They're going to want to hear about the team. They're going to want to think about the team. And if they can win these next 2 games, Jets and Cardinals, they will be in really, really strong control of their own destiny, where they don't even have to win out or anything. They can lose to the Packers. They can even lose to the Vikings and still probably be okay. So these next couple games will tell us a lot, but December has the potential to be a big month. December has the potential to maybe be one of those months that really helps get the channel in front of people, that really drives people to want to engage with Seahawks stuff. And that's ultimately what it's all about. I don't think there's much more to say other than that. Obviously, the college football content is going to wind down. We're going to have one more video pair talking about college football prospects during the season, because we just had our effectively last week of full college football action, and this channel's not going to have a lot to do during like the playoff. I'm probably not going to cover the playoff games because the Huskies are not involved, and I don't really care that much what happens now. But hopefully we replace that with talking about the playoffs. Hopefully we replace that with talking about the playoff race, because the Seahawks are actually driving towards a postseason berth. So still going to be a lot of fun, exciting stuff to get into. And December has the potential to be a really good month. And look, if this Seahawks team can make the playoffs in January and, let's say, win a playoff game, and that's doable, because if the Seahawks make the playoffs, it's probably winning the division, which means they get a home game, and they may get a game against a not so great team. It depends on how the wild card stuff shakes out. We need to see, but there's certainly potential for that. But if those things happen, we, even though we're just about to hit 19,000, could hit 20,000 by the end of the season. It's on the table, but the team is going to have to do some very good stuff for us to get there. We need to win. We need to get on a run. We need to win the division. We need to do something good in the playoffs. We need to get people feeling great about the 2025 Seahawks, because they see greatness starting to happen here. So that's YouTube. That's really all I can say about the YouTube stuff. Twitch, it was a good month on Twitch. I didn't get to stream as much as I wanted to, and when I did stream, it was almost entirely metaphor. We've gotten a good way through the game. I still haven't beaten it, but we got a good way through it. Great game, fantastic game, one of the best games of the year. I still don't think it's the best game of the year, but it's close, and I'm really excited to see how it ends. We still have quite a bit left, as near as I can tell. I think there's still quite a bit of content left, and I'm going to continue to go through it in December. I have taken a break from it for the next week or so here. When I stream, I will be streaming Demon's Souls, and hopefully I'm going to beat that over the next week, week and a half. Finally get through that, because that's a playthrough that's been lingering for months now, and I've just kind of left it hanging. So we're going to hopefully get through Demon Souls. Really good game. I like it. Obviously, it's a little bit more old hat compared to a game like Metaphor that came out not that long ago, but it marches on. It continues to march on, and I like it. The only other thing that really happened on Twitch this month was we did some Power Wash DLC with my friend. There was a Shrek DLC, and there was I believe, a Halloween DLC. So they gave out some free and paid maps, and that was cool. Power Wash remains one of the best bargains out there. They give you stuff for free. They give you new maps for cheap every now and then. It's a game that kind of just keeps re-releasing itself. So we have a lot of fun over there. We are very close to 750 followers over there. So if you're not following me over there already, get on over there, give me a follow. We're going to try to get to 750 by the end of the year. You got 31 days to pick up, 15 more followers, I think. Something like that. So 15 more followers. We can do it. So it's going to be a fun December. Demon Souls and Metaphor is probably going to occupy the whole month. And then we'll find new stuff probably sometime starting in January. But we got to get there first. But that's about all I can say there. I'm posting a little bit more on X, so if you're not following me over there already, get on over there, give me a follow. Trying to have some fun over there. And I think that's really all that can be said. I think that's all we got. So let's try to pick up, let's go for 19,500 subs by the end of the month. That will obviously require the Seahawks to play some good football, but they played good football before this year. They played good football in September. They played good football in the second half of November. So we know it's on the table for them. We know it's possible. They just got to do it. All right. See you guys later. Go Hawks.